Okay, we're going to do some helpful calculations of the tangent. And remember that the tangent of theta is equal to the sine theta over the cosine theta, which is y over x. And then we're going to go over here and put them in here. Okay? So it says right here that the tangent of pi over 6 is equal to y over x. So we go to pi over 6, which is right here. And we're going to have 1 over 2 is the sine over square root of 3 over 2. So that's what I just did right here. Now I'm going to simplify this mess because this is pretty messy, but you cannot use the calculator over here because you have a radical. So whenever you divide a fraction by another fraction, you really multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator of this fraction here. So we're going to do the multiply by the reciprocal on the top and the bottom. So the reciprocal of square root of 3 over 2 is 2 over the square root of 3. Okay, so that means these cancel, which is equal to over 1. And then the 2 cancels with that, so it's going to be 1 over the square root of 3. Okay, so 1 over the square root of 3 over 1 is just 1 over the square root of 3. Any number divided by 1 is just that number. So that is the tangent of pi over 6, 1 over square root of 3. So you're going to go right here to your unit circle and put tangent of pi over 6. That's going to be 1. That way you don't have to always calculate it. And you know that it's going to be negative over here. So I'm just going to put the tangent of 5 pi over 6 is negative 1 over square root of 3. And then this tangent over here will tell you that it's positive. So pi over 6, this one's going to be 7 pi over 6. Tangent of 7 pi over 6 is positive 1 over square root of 3. And then the tangent is negative over here. So the tangent of 11 pi over 6, pi over 6 is negative. So it's going to be negative 1 over square root of 3. So the tangent alternates. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, now we want to find the tangent of pi over 4, which is the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. Well, any number divided by the same number is 1. Or if you want to do this process right here that I did, so the square root of 2 over 2 divided by the square root of 2 over 2 multiplied by the reciprocal, which is 2 over the square root of 2. So those cancel, that means it's 1. Those cancel, so that means it's 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. So if you wanted to do it the long way, that's how you did it. So over here, we're going to go to the unit circle. The tangent of pi over 4 is equal to 1. So then the tangent of 3 pi over 4 over here is going to be negative. Tangent of 3 pi over 4 is going to be negative 1. Okay, and then you could do the other two quadrants. Okay, then we're going to do the tangent of pi over 3. Tangent of pi over 3 is the sine over the cosine, so it's that over that, which is this over here. And then we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator, which is 2 over 1 times 2 over 1. So those cancel, so that's all over 1. So this is square root of 3 over 1, which is just square root of 3. So then the tangent of pi over 3 is the square root of 3. So you're going to go over here, and you're going to put the tangent of pi over 3 is equal to the square root of 3. And then over here, you're going to do the tangent of 2 pi over 3. That's going to equal to negative square root of 3. And so then you can continue to do these two over here. Okay, so please make sure that you have those. Now we do want to do the ones right here as well. So I'm going to flip the page, and we're going to do the tangent of 0, which is also the tangent of 360, which is the tangent of 2 pi. So right here, and you're going to do sine over the cosine, so 0 over 1, that's just 0. So over here you can put the tangent of 0, of just 0 degrees, is 0. Okay, then we're going to do the tangent of 90 degrees, or pi over 2. So that's going to be y over 0, because it's the y over the x, so 1 over 0, and this is undefined. So that means that the tangent over here, the tangent of 90, or pi over 2, is undefined. There's no answer to it. Okay, then we're going to find the tangent at pi. So tangent of pi, if you go to the unit circle, it's 0 over negative 1. 0 over negative 1 is 0. So that means that the tangent of pi is 0. Notice that the tangent is 0 on the x-axis. And then over here, you're going to find the tangent of 3 pi over 2. 3 pi over 2, which is negative 1 over 0. So negative 1 over 0 is undefined. So then you're going to do, I'll put it right here, tangent of 3 pi over 2 is undefined. So the tangent is undefined on the y-axis. Okay, so these are helpful things that you're going to be needing.